These jobs is not hiring. Man, I don't know if this is true, but I heard from a little birdie, man, that there's a company out of Salesforce that puts fake jobs on.
I literally wake up every fucking day and I apply to multiple jobs on Indeed. And I don't know if it's because I'm using Indeed, but I don't hear shit back for any of these jobs.
I have literally applied to over 100 jobs.
Honestly, the job market in 2024 is different than anything I've ever seen. Companies are ghosting employees. Companies are putting...
I'm gonna tell you right now, people can't find no work. They can't find no job because they're giving all the jobs to people that they already built relationships with.
Why is there 106 applicants? You mean to tell me you couldn't find anyone qualified out of 106 people? Nobody could do the job?
Couldn't be without it, couldn't be without it. Had to stick for the wall. Chase out deposit, money just stick with the boy. A lot of model bitches.
I got fired from my second job because I wouldn't post a ghost job. So let me explain what I do for my second job, what I did for my second job. I was a hiring manager. I usually just post job listings sometimes on Indeed or other job listing websites for my company. I'm not going to explain what company that is because I can't do that. But I am going to talk about what I can talk about because I read through my NDA. I used to post ghost jobs, which are fake jobs to encourage our current employees to work harder. These jobs will be fake jobs, so you can apply for the listing, but not actually get hired. They're called ghost jobs. You're probably wondering, I applied for all these places, why am I not getting callbacks? You might have applied for a ghost job, which isn't a real job. It's just put there to show that we're looking for new hires at higher rates to get our current employees to work harder, as an incentive to make them work harder, as opposed to increasing the base pay or the base rate. And I've made maybe 300 ghost job listings. I've made a lot. I've made so many. It's insane. And what messes me up is that they're still doing it. And I got into a little bit of a scuffle, a fracas one might say, with my previous hire manager. My hire manager said, hey, you stopped posting ghost job listings. What's going on, buddy? It's really working. It's helping our team morale. I said, listen, this is the first time I've ever said this in my life. I don't feel good about doing this. This might be the first time I've ever said that. I don't feel good about usually I have like no moral, no ethics about anything. I just didn't feel good at all about doing it, despite the fact that I was getting a massive bag from it. And he said, well, we need somebody to do it, and you're the best we've got. I'm not going to continue to post ghost job listings so our employees can act like they are scared to lose their jobs. That ruins their mental, it destroys their mental health deeply. And he said, that's HR's job, not ours. So I'm talking to him, and I'm arguing. And at this point, he's shouting, I'm calm. So I'm thinking I can take it to HR, and he says, you know, we're probably going to have to talk about this later, but you should clock out for the day. I said, I don't want to clock out for the day, because we're not done talking about this specific issue. This is insane. This is psychotic. So I go cool off. I talk to my friends in the Discord. We're cooling off. We're talking about it. Another one of my friends does the same job as I do. He also posts ghost jobs. And it's disgusting. It's not just my company. It is every company I'm seeing doing this. It's Walmart doing this. It's Amazon doing this. I'm not going to disclose my company, but it's Best Buy doing this. They're posting these fake job listings to trick you into thinking, oh, well, they're hiring a bunch of other things, or because just in case you're looking to move to a new job or talk about needing a pay raise, and they'll post a new job at a higher rate. Say you got hired in at $17 an hour. They'll post a ghost job at $22 an hour. And if you try to apply for that, they'll clock you for that. If you try to apply for that, they'll clock you for that, and they'll know it's you because they got your social security number, you applying for the job. It is a disgusting business practice. Because as soon as you apply to get a higher position or anything like that, they'll talk to you about it. And they'll ask you, why do you want a higher position? Do you want more pay? Are you dedicated to the company? They'll give you a performance review. They'll check everything about you just to see. I recommend, this is my honest opinion, this is my honest recommendation, doing the bare minimum of my jobs. Bare minimum. I mean bare minimum of my jobs. Just coast. Just coast by doing the bare minimum of my jobs. Don't try to do anything extra or crazy. Just coast by doing the bare minimum of my jobs. I'm so serious. Because I didn't know this was so much of it. I thought it was just my job doing this. I thought we were like the monopoly on doing this. That's what I thought. But I'm applying to other jobs. I'm applying to other places, and I'm noticing the ghost jobs. I'm noticing that there are many of them. There's so many ghost jobs that are just fake. They're just fake jobs. I am sickened. I'm disheartened. I'm disgusted. I'm angry because I don't have my second job anymore, by the way. It was a small job. I worked 20 hours a week just doing the analytics and the hiring for a company. That's all I did. But I still work at Amazon, but man, I'm just sickened. Amazon doesn't care about what I post, by the way. They're fine with me doing whatever. Amazon doesn't check anything I do. They don't care about me at all. But man, this is stupid. This is weird. Look up ghost jobs. Just look them up.
I was today years old when I found this out. Did you know the job you're applying for might not actually exist? So recently there's been a rise of job postings on the internet called ghost jobs. And what these are fake or outdated job postings that companies never actually planned to hire for. And there was actually a survey with job employers on why they post fake job postings. This includes trying to keep current employees motivated, trying to give the impression that the company was growing, and just to collect an active pool of applicants in case of turnover. But luckily there are a few tips you can do to avoid these ghost jobs. So the first thing you want to do is check when the job was posted, and if it's been a few months and has hundreds of applicants, then it's probably not a good sign. So if you're on a website like LinkedIn and you want to avoid that, you can search for the job title you want and the city. We're gonna go with my. And now you want to click on all filters. And now you want the date posted in the past week. And if you scroll down, you want to check the box under 10 applicants. Another thing you can do is go to this website. You can view a list of companies that have had layoffs recently. So you can see Dell just laid off 6,000 people. That's probably not a good sign if you just saw a job posting from them.
I'm gonna tell you right now, people can't find no work. They can't find no job because they're giving all the jobs to people that they already built relationships with. Majority of hiring managers are hiring people that they either one, know, two, have built a relationship with, three, somebody has sent a referral on their behalf that they trust, or they've made some type of connection. A lot of these applications that are being picked over the ones that are not being picked, it's primarily one, because your application and resume, it looks poor probably, or two, because they already had a candidate in mind when they posted the job application or the job opening, but legally they had to post the opening anyway. So they already gonna pick who they gonna pick. You see what I'm saying? Why does this matter to you? Well, it will behoove you to start going out to build relationships with people who are aligned with the position that you want, especially for you people who want like a top level position. Go find out who's in charge, go build a connection.
Because connections will get you in doors that your experience can't. You know the saying, it's not about how much you know or what you know, it's more about who you know. Yeah, that's still true. In 2024, that's more true than it's ever been in life. Go build a relationship.
It's extremely hard to find a job right now. That's why you have to be careful which job you leave on good terms. You can always just call up the old boss, and let, hey, do y'all have any openings? Because, a brother need a job real quick. I've been looking for a job since like the end of last year. And of course I didn't have like much luck. So of course, sometimes I probably have to do a little bit of Uber, a little bit of DoorDash just to get some money in my pocket. But finding a job, a real job, is literally hard to do right now. I don't care about going back to a 9-to-5 because my life has changed over the course of months. So I got to do what I got to do. I got to handle my responsibilities. My dreams will never die. But I need somebody to either call me back, or when I call y'all, can y'all pick up the phone? And then when I send an email, can you at least send me a follow-up letting me know why I didn't get the position, or at least the position has been filled or something? Like, be considerate. Like, come on now. Like, I'm looking for a job. Y'all need people because, of course, on Indeed, it says we are looking for people to hire. So if you're looking for people to hire, but you're not hiring nobody, or you're not calling nobody, or you're not picking up the phone, why do you have that application up? Like, what's the point of having an opening if you're not going to at least give somebody an introduction interview? Like, what's going on? Let me know. Am I the only one struggling to find a job right now?
These jobs is not hiring. Man, I don't know if this is true, but I heard from a little birdie, man, that there's a company out of Salesforce that puts fake jobs on Indeed and LinkedIn, and they get paid off of the traction. Now, I don't know how true that is, but it makes sense because I've been applying at jobs for I don't know how long, and I'm gonna save myself the embarrassment and not tell y'all. And it's hard to get a job, man. You apply for so many jobs and nobody calls you back. And the people that do call you back or hit you back, they say, sorry, we're not taking any applicants right now. Why the fuck is y'all's app on the website then? It just don't make no sense, man. It's like, they getting paid off of our traction and our clicks and us interacting with the jobs, but there's really no jobs for us. And then I go to a temp agency. I went to several, actually, more than 5. So I used to work at forklift operations. That's what I was doing before I got laid off. When I tried to go back into it, for some reason, nobody would hire me because I'm not bilingual, because I don't speak Spanish. Never in my life have I had a job or try to go into a job where they're like, oh, we can't hire you because you don't speak Spanish. I mean, like, damn, I understand it a little, but shit, I'm not fluent, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know what's going on. I don't know what to do. I've been looking on TikTok. I've been Googling shit. I've been seeing people talk about digital products. I've been seeing people talk about selling stuff. I'm gonna try to do something because what's working for me in the past is clearly not working anymore, so I gotta try something new. But is anybody else dealing with this job crazy shit?
How am I supposed to get a job when all of these jobs want previous experience? But how am I supposed to get the experience if none of these jobs will hire me unless I have the flipping experience? Where do you want me to get the experience from if you're not going to hire me unless I already have the experience? How am I supposed to get the experience? Tell me now, please. I'm meant to pull it out my ass. Where am I meant to get it from? Tell me. Look, I'm sorry, yeah, but you're not urgently hiring. If I'm out here begging on my knees, begging you to hire me, and you still won't hire me. If you were really in urgent need of an employee, you'd take me, perfect, pristine employee. So don't lie again. All you people that have had your first jobs, please, I'm begging you, tell me how. Because how did you get in with no experience? Nepotism, it's nepotism. You planted, it's nepotism. Do you know what I mean? I'm sorry, guys. I've lost my flipping marble. Do you know how many jobs I've applied to, right?
I have literally applied to over 100 jobs.
Honestly, the job market in 2024 is different than anything I've ever seen. Companies are ghosting employees. Companies are putting out jobs that they have no intentions of ever hiring for, or even better, they send you through the hiring and interview process just for them never to call you back. I see countless videos and I've heard countless stories of I've put in for hundreds of jobs, thousands of jobs. Even one video that went viral where a lady put in for 100,000 jobs. But here's the thing that blows people's minds when I tell them this. We're in a job market where a lot of jobs are the same, but it's a lot of applicants are the same too. On the application, it says, hey, I need X, Y, and Z. Company's looking for X, Y, and Z. You have X, Y, and Z, you and so does everybody else applying for that job. What sets you apart? Oh, I went on a website, I filled out an application, and I'm waiting to hear back. Okay. That's like putting a message in a bottle and hoping that it gets found. And because of that, companies are going to be super picky on who they're trying to get for their company. Have a plethora of candidates that all have the same qualifications. You can be picky. In the corporate world, picky's not always a good thing. Does not always mean that your company's going to go for the best qualified candidate. It means that they might look at whoever's willing to do it the cheapest. Ever see those jobs and you're like, who is willing to do that for that amount of money? Somebody is. And the company's going to wait until they find somebody who is. I am no expert. I'm just a walking HR violation. And I have learned in my experience, you have to look at an interview as a two-way street. Not only is it the company's time to learn about you, it's your time to learn about the company. And a lot of the times where I've sat in on interviews and interviewed people for positions, I've gone, wow, you really don't know what we do here. You look great on paper, but you didn't do your homework. If you want to work for a company that is competitive, then you have to be competitive. When they ask you that horrible interview question of, well, why do you want to work here? Play the Uno reverse card and make them sell the company to you. Why should I want to work here? What are the benefits of working here and not at your competition? You've seen my resume and you're aware of my skill set, so how can the company use my skill set to better the company and not only that, better myself? I tell people this all the time. You're an independent contractor. You work in the business of you. So what is the benefit for you? It's a weird market out there and nobody's denying that the system's not broken. But if you're waiting on the system to fix itself, you're only failing yourself. You see it all the time. Nobody wants to work and nobody wants to hire. You have to be in the business of you. Once you do land that job, don't stop looking for another job. Keep irons in the fire all the time. You can take whatever I say with a grain of sand, because I am a guy sitting in his office with a Macho Man statue behind him. But this is what works for me. Tell me in the comments what has worked for you.
Bro, what's up with the jobs, bro? It's like nobody hiring, not even temp services. I done been to orientation about 2-3 weeks ago. I ain't even got a start date. I thought you go to orientation to get your start date. Like, nobody is hiring. By the time I get a job, a motherfucker gonna be homeless. Like, what the fuck is wrong with these folks? Like, I don't know. Like, no matter what, bro, no matter how many jobs you apply for food, you ain't gonna get no response. Like, I don't know. Even when you call them, they telling you they gonna call you back. They don't call you back. Like, it's like, I know there's hella jobs out there. Why the fuck y'all ain't hiring me? Like, damn, bro. Motherfucker trying to get this money. Like, fuck. Then I was just working from home. You feel me? Like, so this is terrible for me. Like, I got laid off due to overstaffing. The fuck? Like, why is these jobs even overstaffing they, you know, the facility? Like, why? How is you overstaffed? You knew before you hired them extra people that you hired that y'all was gonna be overstaffed, and then y'all wanna fire me who been here. Like, well, laid me off. And then somebody apply again in 2 months. What the fuck? I couldn't stay for the 2 months? The fuck, fool? This shit don't make no sense. This shit stressing me out. Like, god damn, I need some money. This ain't enough. I'm making money online. I need a job. Like, I need some. Or this TikTok shit need to blow up or something. Like, I just need a blessing, God. I'm trying out here. I'm 24. I'm trying to get a house and shit. You feel me? Career and shit. Like, shit going left. Every time I do good, something go wrong.
So here's the thing. I've been applying for jobs. Today's Tuesday. I've been trying to apply, and then the next day do like a follow-up call just to make sure that I'm top of mind. Especially if I applied in the morning, I'll call back within like 24 hours just to see like what the fuck is going on. I applied for this one job that opened 2 days ago, you guys. 2 fucking days ago. Call them today. Hey, I need to speak to a manager or whatever, HR, because I need to see like what's going on in my application. The girl tells me we are not hiring for this position until probably a month or 2. What the fuck is going on? I can't yell right now because my sister's working upstairs. But what the fuck? How are you not hiring but posting a job? Like, what's the purpose? People are already so fucking frustrated, and then you're gonna upload a job 2 days ago that you're not hiring for. Fuck! Yeah! Okay, I'm done.
I believe I'm the perfect candidate. I don't bullshit.
Okay.
I don't BS. Work is work. I'm there to work. If you need me to do something, I'll get the job done.
And you ain't gonna be into gossip?
No, I don't gossip. I hate drama. I hate toxic people. I will shut it down.
Ooh.
This is a work
so
environment.
all right, so if I hire 2 assistants.
Is anyone else struggling to get a job right now? Like, I'm genuinely curious. I literally wake up every fucking day and I apply to multiple jobs on Indeed. I don't know if it's because I'm using Indeed, but I don't hear shit back for any of these jobs. Like, I literally don't hear shit back. Why is it impossible to find a fucking job right now? I'm seriously so over it. I wake up every single day and I have nothing to do and nothing to look forward to. I have no fucking routine. It's like I wake up just to scroll on TikTok or lay in bed and feel fucking worthless. And then the days I do get up and get ready, what am I getting ready for? To record myself to post on TikTok? Like, I'm getting sick and tired of it. It's low-key depressing and it's fucking with my mental health a little bit, which I don't want it to, because who wants that? It's just really exhausting and it's really fucking annoying that I'm spending all this time, energy, and effort into getting a job and I don't hear shit back from these jobs. And I'm applying for things that I'm qualified for. Like, I'm applying for things that I have experience in. I just don't understand. Like, I literally, I have changed my resume multiple times. I've edited it. I've done all these different things to try to get a job, and it's like I don't hear shit back. And then the one job I had an interview for, and they told me I had the job, but then told me I had to wait for the offer letter and all this background check shit and credit. Another thing, why are they fucking checking your credit now to get a job? Why do they have to do a credit check? That's weird as fuck. Anyways, I have not heard shit back from that job either. And that was a week ago. And I've already messaged them and called them so many times. I don't want to be annoying and keep messaging like, hey, what's up? But also they still have the job posted on Indeed and they're only hiring one position. One role, one position. And apparently I have it, but the job posting is still up. So I'm like, bitch, that's not my job. And if it is, why are you still taking interviews? Like, what? Why are you still letting people apply? So yeah, it's just really stressful and annoying. I don't understand why I'm having such a hard time to find a job. I've been applying to jobs for months, and not a single thing has came my way. Like, the one thing that did, I had the interview for, and then nothing. Crickets. It's really annoying. It's really fucking depressing. I want to be able to make money. I want to have a routine. I want to meet new people. I'm almost 20 fucking sticks. Like, I should not be a stay-at-home daughter. I really should not. It makes me feel like shit. It makes me feel like it makes me feel worthless. I just don't understand why it's so hard to find a job right now. And does anyone else fucking relate? Am I the only person going through this? Is it just because, like, I'm not, like, I don't know what I'm doing wrong? Oh, and also, side note that doesn't really relate to this, but people commenting on my old TikToks about the job that I posted out, they're like, you should delete these. My name is not connected to this account. I use a random fucking email. My number's not connected. I have fucking 700 followers. You're not gonna see it, so please shut the fuck up. Thank you.
I just don't think that no one is just talking about this enough, bro. Can someone please tell me why it's so hard to find a normal 9-to-5 job in 2024? Can somebody please tell me that? I'm gonna tell y'all something. I used to work at Chick-fil-A last year, right? I worked there from October to probably, I'm gonna say around April or something like that, and then basically I got fired for a reason I'm not gonna talk about. And then I'm thinking that, hey, this is just a little time to just decide what I want to do in life, because that was my senior year of high school. Now I graduated. Now I'm just trying to find me a new job. Tell me why I went on Indeed, put in so many applications, and did not get a single job. Not a single one. I'm talking about I applied at Starbucks, I applied at Wendy's, I applied at Car Wash, I applied at Subway, McDonald's. The list goes on. I applied at almost every fast food place that you could ever think of. And I did not get a call back from any last one of them. Okay, I'm gonna tell y'all this. I got an email back from Starbucks saying that they're full, they're not hiring, but come on, bro. And I'm saying it'll be the restaurants and businesses that be having saying that the word hire sign out front of their store, out front of their business, be the main ones not calling back. I mean, if y'all are putting up the word hiring sign, ain't the whole point of that is to accept applications or at least give emails or calls back? I'm gonna just tell y'all that trying to find a job in 2024 is not for the weak, but I'm gonna tell y'all that right now.
Baby, they're not playing about the job market. I live in Nashville, Tennessee. Every single job that I have ever interviewed for or even called about, I have gotten on the spot, or either did my first interview and they called me back literally that day, or within 24 hours and gave me the job. I thought I was going crazy. I was like, do I need to revamp my resume? Like, I was all on Indeed. I was all on LinkedIn. Like, I was everywhere, baby, with my resume. Everywhere. I'm talking about, like, I have applied. Like, I'll have to, like, post, like, a screenshot of my Indeed on how many jobs I applied to. It took me has it been 4 months now? Maybe 3 months. It's been almost 3 months trying to find a new job. So if you see them videos that pop up on TikTok saying, don't quit your job, baby, don't. Unless you start the next day at a new job, do not quit your job. It's been 3 months. Like, I have spent all my days and nights crying, boo-hooing, praying to God, trying to find a job, because, like, I've been to probably over 35, 40 interviews. Like, I started not even believing in myself. I was like, is it you? And it's either you're overqualified or underqualified, or either I'm asking for too much. I didn't know asking like $25 was a lot. In management, really management, all management should be on salary. And I'm also seeing an increase in, like, store management not being on salary. Why are you only paying me $15 an hour to be a store manager? Literally went through the entire process with this other boutique. She was like, I like you, da-da-da-da, how much are you looking for? And this is before I watched that young lady's video on how to, like, answer that question. And I was like, look, if it's a perfect world, I'm looking between 28 to 30. But I was like, I know I put 26 on my resume, and you guys also had 26 listed on your website. Tell me why she told me 26 was too much and they did not call me back. I literally had to walk into a store. Like, I literally just moved about 3 months ago. So this all happened in the span of, like, me moving. I just moved 3 months ago. And there's a store down the street from my house that I have been going to. And I've not seen the same cashier twice. The store has been closed when it shouldn't be because they don't have workers. The shelves aren't stocked because they don't have workers. So I put in 4 separate applications for that. But, like, when I said, like, 4 separate applications, I called corporate. I called the store. I called the store down the street to try to speak to whomever was over that store. Baby, it took me going in and saying, you guys need help and you guys need me more than I need you to get that job. Literally in my interview, he was like, why do you want to work for my company? I literally told him, I have shopped at this store maybe 6 or 7 times, and every time I try to come in here, there's nothing on the shelves. There's no one working. Y'all don't have any cashiers, and y'all have to close early because y'all don't have any workers. I said, give me the job. I had to go in there and demand a job for them to give me a job.
Okay, so let me explain how to tell when you actually are applying for a ghost job. The posting date. The posting date is very important to telling when a ghost job is. If it was posted 4 days ago, 5 days ago, there's a high chance that you shouldn't click on that link because that is showing that, oh, hey, guess what? We're hiring now. We're hiring now. We're hiring now. That's the first thing. If it doesn't have a timestamp, that is also a very just don't do it. Check the job description. Job description matters a lot when it comes to checking if a ghost job. If the job description is something insane, and I mean insane, where it doesn't really describe the job, that is also a way to tell when it is a ghost job. That is also a method to do that. Best solution, and this is going to sound psychotic considering Indeed and things of that variety, and some people can't get up and do it, call the job. Call the job or go up there. Calling the job is the best way to do it, trying to figure out how to get the contacting manager, or call the job and say, hey, I just got told to figure out where your manager is, and they said they had a job for me, and figure that out. Calling the place is the best solution, even if you have to go through the minutia of figuring out how to find the number. Perhaps, when I say perhaps, if you go on Reddit and look and try to find where they put the job's low number, the number is the best way. For instance, calling McDonald's. You can't just call the store McDonald's. It is a lot more difficult to do that, but if you call the hiring part of McDonald's and ask for the manager number, the number line to that store, a lot easier to do that. Simple way to do that. The job I worked for, the best way to get a job at the job that I had, you had to call me. Like my direct line. Like you had to call I had a direct line. That was the difficult aspect. I was in an office, you had to call my direct line and ask for my extension. Figure out the extensions, figure out the small minutia of that. That's the way to do it. Some companies will not hire you unless you can figure that out because it shows initiative, it shows drive. That's the best way to do it. If you see a job listing online that you're not getting a call back, you're wondering, I applied for 100 jobs. Why am I not getting a call back? This is so strange. Yeah, because you didn't go the extra mile to find the actual numbers. It seems scummy and weird to do that, but that's how ghost jobs work. Kind of like those restaurants where you see a restaurant where it's within another restaurant, like Mr. Beast Burger, those restaurants right there, that's respect there. There's a bunch of things that you can look out for. There's so many methods in which you could do that. It's very, very, very hard to do though. If you see it on Indeed as well, cross-referencing the company website to make sure that the company in itself is hiring and not just on Indeed, that happens too, where they'll post a job listing on Indeed or some job searching website and they won't have it on the website. That's messed up too. A lot of companies have social media. A lot of companies locally have social media. Check the company's social media and see if they're actually doing the hiring rate. You'll see a job that says we're offering for $25 an hour, but it says up to $25 an hour. Up to $25 an hour. The starting rate could be $17. Don't be manipulated by that. Don't accept a job that won't hire you at the higher rate. That is also an issue there. And as I said prior, contacting the company directly, that's what you can do.
You want to know what really bothers me? When someone doesn't have a job and someone else just says, just get a job. I wouldn't be risking losing my house, my cars, my phones, if I can just get a job. The job market is not hiring in 2024. And for any of you that have said that to people, I'm asking that you all have a little bit more empathy. To say just do this or just do that or just do this or just do that. It's not that easy. Everything that you suggested, we tried. The jobs are not hiring. Stop telling people to just do anything because they tried everything. Have some empathy and hope and pray that nothing ever happens to your household where you're wrongfully terminated and things get snatched from you. That's what happened to my family and I. And we're risking losing this house that we worked so hard to get a year ago. 200 plus more than that, applications, 70 plus denials. Just get a job. We're trying. Have some empathy.
I'm very sick of these jobs wasting my time. They'll put you through a phone interview, video interview, round 1, round 2, round 3. Gets to the in-person interview. They say that you're a great fit and still don't hire you. So you mean to tell me you put me through all these rounds of interviews just to get to the last one and say they're not gonna hire me? That is so crazy for a job that I am 100% capable of doing. And not to mention, I have the experience to back it up. I have very much a lot of experience. And it feels like this is happening to a lot of people because I see a lot of people posting about the job market is bad and stuff like that. Like at this point, it's just getting ridiculous. Like, don't waste my time. Like for real, don't waste my time.
Yourself, you was right on the dance floor. I'm with Sid and Lil Baby, yeah. We got 4 choppers this full. Right before rapping, on God, I was trapping. Still get my Glock and LaCour. I got my cake from Osama Bin Laden. Lil Doogie, he signed this shit. I'm pro a gang if you chain and a New